Hello, Leo. This is your reading for the month of April 2025. I'm using the Celtic Spirit Oracle deck. My readings are a little different. I don't memorize the cards at all. I get psychic impressions from the pictures, and I also connect with spirit. So my readings are a little bit different. So let's see what's in store for you for April. The first card we have here is Surrender, Let Go, Freedom, Flow. It feels like your energy in the card. So I'll bring the picture back up, sorry. Eyes closed, arms stretched behind, wings stretched behind. I think you've left something behind you. It's a feeling here. Something that wasn't working for you. Something feels like it was something that was holding you down or bringing you down, or was a negative influence in your life, and you've released it, let it go, walked away from it, which is a very good thing to do. And there's a feeling of no turning back, that you're not going to allow that to happen to you again. You're not going to invite that type of energy, negativity back in again. So it feels like you're moving forward. You have more freedom. You're able to express yourself more. I mean, this could, for some of you, even be perhaps a part of yourself. Maybe you've changed a habit you had, and maybe you had a bad habit and you've overcome it, and you're moving forward now. You're not going to do that again. Because there's a feeling of having learned a lesson, having understood why this had happened to you, and that it really was, time to let go, if not past time. That it went on longer than it should have, and now it's behind you. So that seems really good. That's a good place to be in. Okay, Spirit's saying to move on to the next card. I was trying to see if there's anything else going to come through, but guess not. So the next card we have here for you is Step Out, Hidden, Courage, Camouflage. This feels like someone else's energy. Someone's watching you. So a word of caution. This could be a stalker type of person. Someone who is making notes. So be careful. I think for some of you, you have interacted with this person who is behaving this way. So it could be something simple. Like it doesn't feel like it's anyone close to you, but it does feel like you know them. And not that you know them well, but it could just be you know them enough that when you see them, you say hello. Maybe, maybe they serve you coffee, or maybe they live in the same building as you or the same neighborhood, and you've seen them, and you say hello. I don't know that you've spoken much else than that to them. It doesn't feel like that. So you might not be aware that they're stalking you. If you have noticed that this person seems to be around more than usual, if it's someone that you see maybe once a day, and suddenly you're running into them or you're seeing them 3, 4 times a day, little odd, but you're thinking, well, maybe they, change their routine, or they're, and you kind of think, well, that's none of my business, whatever they're doing, But no, they're stalking you. They're making notes, paying attention to what time do you leave the house, what time do you, go to work, or go shopping, or, do this, do that. A pet keeps showing up. I don't know if they have a pet or if you have a pet. So if it's something like you take your dog for a walk or something like that, they may be making note of when you do that, if it's a routine, and that maybe that's when you're seeing them. And I get that might not be for everybody. So please be careful if this is happening. If there's someone who you're noticing around a lot more than usual, take note. And what works is if you have things written down. So I know it's everyone's got cell phones, but start carrying a small notepad pen with you. And if the person shows up, write down the day and the time. Write down how they were behaving. And keep, every time you see them, so if you're seeing them multiple times a day, when normally you see them once a day, once a week, and suddenly you're seeing them every day, that type of change of behavior, make note of it. Especially if you start seeing them passing by where you live, things like that. It's important to have that information, especially to have it written down. If this person starts to get a little more out of control, because then you can go to the police and say, hey, here's all the dates and times this person's been showing up. Especially if they start to get a little too personal, or their behavior starts to get even more odd. By having these things written down, I mean that's what the law needs for them to be able to hold anything in court. It has to be written down, dates and times and that sort of thing. So you need that proof. So yeah, start making notes. If you've noticed this, I'm hoping that this doesn't apply to all of you. But if it does apply to you, start paying attention, start making notes, take pictures of them with your cell phone, see if they react, if they notice you're suddenly taking a photo of them because they're coming around too much, and see if they back off when you do something like that. I wouldn't. It depends on you. I wouldn't be telling them to, F off, leave you alone, in case it is just a change of their routine. I mean, if they happen to be taking their dog out the same time you're taking your dog out, they're going to be like, oh, what's up? But, like, but let's write these things down and take note and see, if they're just showing, if they used to show up at the dog park once a week and now they're there every day, maybe it's just they like the dog park and they just happen to, take the dog at the same time. But so I wouldn't confront them. But if it's they take their dog out, or they're showing up at the park the same time as you, they're walking by your house a few times a day, you see them across the street from your house watching your house, that's totally different. And yes, you want to, I would contact the police at that point and say, hey, something's off here. So just be really, really careful if that's happening, because I'm not getting, I'm sorry, but I'm not getting good energy off of the individual that's coming through in this card. So yeah, please be careful, and don't let it get so that they're standing across the street watching and you're not doing anything, right? Like, do something, okay? Don't let them away with it, and stop. If it gets to that point, right, where they're definitely stalking you, it's not just coincidence they're here at the same time, but they're definitely stalking you. Stop. You have to absolutely stop being kind to them. You can't be nice anymore, because they see that as an invitation that, oh yes, you like them. You are happy with what they're doing. So try not to talk with them, and just don't be kind to them anymore, and contact the police if it's getting too weird, okay? And I hope, don't, this card probably doesn't apply to all Leos, but if it does, please be careful. Okay, the next card we have here is the Weavers, Fate, Manifestation, Decisions. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's coming through. You need to protect yourself. Protect yourself, okay? Make sure if you have an opportunity to take self-defense classes, do it. It just so feels like you're being watched, and it does not feel like good energy. So please be careful, and don't ignore things. If someone's behavior has changed and suddenly they're in your life way more than they used to be, or they're messaging you, or their behavior changes, they become more aggressive or something, like, you really have to take care of yourself and get protection, and let people know. Don't hide it. It's nothing you're doing. Don't be embarrassed, okay? Let people know. Friends, people that you trust, let them know, hey, I've got some creep who seems to be following me around. Let them know, okay? Don't keep quiet about it. Please protect yourself. Find out what protection you need, depending on the situation, right? If you need to get extra security on your home, or you need to be carrying extra security on you, get self-defense lessons. Take care of yourself, okay? Do that. And don't just fluff it off like, oh, it's my imagination. You know what? You get the self-defense lessons. If this person just fades away because maybe their interest goes to somebody else, you're not worse off for having extra protection, right? You're in a better place anyway for whatever's going to come in the future, right? So it's invest in yourself in the protection and defense, okay? I'd recommend doing that, because there's just some really creepy kind of vibe going on here, and it's a little unsettling. I really hope you're all going to be safe. Okay, the next card we have here is Divination, Guides, Ogum, Tree Spirits. Okay, so this is feeling like home. Okay, this feels like good, positive energy. So it's almost like you've left something behind. So you're feeling better about yourself at the beginning, right? Now we've got this stalking, kind of creeping energy going on. But I think if you take the self-defense, if you put up your protection, if you write down what this person's doing, take photos of them, and I mean, you might not want to share it on social media and in the public. Hey, this creep's following me, because if they're not, you could end up in court. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to privately share their picture with your friends and family. Say, hey, this individual, I hope I'm not saying he, I'm saying they, this individual, I'm worried about their behavior. And so then they have a picture, and you have a picture, and any information you can get about them. If you really, like if they're seriously behaving like a stalker, okay? And that way, if fingers crossed and prayers that nothing happens, but if they start to get a little out of hand, you've got family and friends that can share the photo too and go, whoa, check out this person, right? So yeah, if you do that, if you're gonna look after yourself, take care of yourself, it's feeling like it's gonna end up with nice, calm, peaceful energy at home, feeling comfortable, okay? Which is where you want to be, right? This is you've left negative crap behind you. You don't want this. You want the last card, and you'll get there, okay? But it's just like a little bit to clear up. And I'm thinking, because they're behind the tree, I'm hoping and thinking that you'll put a stop to their behavior before it gets out of hand, okay? That the web is not finished, okay? The spider here, making the spider's web, that's not finished. So the trap, whatever they've got going on, is not complete, okay? So you have time to put the protection in place so that you're not going to be harmed, okay? The fly can fly through the bottom of the web here because it's not all filled in, right? So don't get too panicky. But however, if you don't do anything and you allow this person to invade your life, your privacy, then you could end up in trouble. But I'm hoping you'll take the advice, because I think things will turn out really good if you do, okay? Yeah, okay. So Spirit said that's it. I wish it was a better reading, but hopefully, this will help prevent anything negative from happening, which is what we want, right? Okay, take care of yourself. Thank you so very much for watching.